Can you name all of the 26 families that live in Alphabet Land? Let's name them together. Ready? Music, please.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now you know the families that live way down deep in Alphabet Land.
Chapter 6. When two vowels are hanging out together, the first vowel says its own name, and the second vowel is silent. I have heard people say it this way. When two vowels go a-walking, the first one does the talking. I guess that the first vowel wants the other vowel to know that he is the first one working, and while he appreciates the help, he does not want the second vowel to take credit for the word. Whatever the reason, the vowels tend to follow this rule, most of the time. I say most of the time because when the vowels must hold hand with the letter O, most of the vowels refuse to follow this rule. You see, O is the round, happy vowel that is always teasing and rolling all over the other vowels. The other vowels get so frustrated with O that they refuse to let him have the credit for the word. Take I, for instance. I is the skinniest of all the vowels, and O is the chubbiest. O is always teasing I about being so skinny. When I and O hold hands with each other, they always play tug-of-war. O starts to say, "Oh," and when he does, I will poke him in the side and then pulls. It is so funny to watch. I is straining so hard that she makes a long E sound. So, when O and I are standing side by side, they make a sound like oi. I is really competitive too. She hates to lose to O. Poor I is a skinny little vowel compared to O. She doesn't have a chance if she is standing at the end of the word. When I has to stand at the end of the word, she sneaks Y in to take her place. Y is a bit stronger than I and can pull harder. Remember that I told you that Y likes to take over for I and E? Y makes a great E sound. So, by the time O notices the switch, the word is already done. You will see OY in words like toy, boy, and joy. O and U are a whole different story. I think that O went a little too far when he was teasing U. I remember O teasing U about losing the top of his head. He also teased U about having to babysit Q. I know that all that teasing really hurt U's feelings. It seems like when O and U get together, they just scream at each other. The two of them make the sound ow, as in ouch, or the word out. It is not a pretty sight when they have to hold hands. No siree, it is not a pretty sight at all. Then there are times when U has to babysit Q. Q will not go anywhere without U holding her hand. And when U is with Q, he never talks. All the vowels know that. Another vowel will step in and take credit for the word. I don't think that U likes babysitting Q very much. Maybe that is why there are not a lot of Q words, because U gets tired of quietly holding Q's hand all the time. Some of the words that Q and U make are quiet, quit, and quarrel. It is obvious that O tends to roll over everyone in Alphabet Land. When O even thinks that he may need to stand next to another O, then the two O's will roll right up to each other and try to chest bump the other O out of the word. When they chest bump each other, they make the sound because it is like getting hit in the stomach. We hear this sound in words like foot and book. O cannot stand holding hands with another O. When they are forced to hold each other's hand, the first thing out of both of their mouths is, "Ooh, do I have to stand by him?" This makes up words like room, soon, and food. A seems to be the only vowel that actually follows the rule when she is holding hands with O. That is because it is impossible for O to roll over capital A. O tries to roll over capital A, but he just rolls right back down and falls on his bottom. Capital A just makes too steep of a hill for O to roll up. O would try to roll over little a, but O remembers how kind capital A was when he tried to roll over her. Every time O comes up to little a, he stops. A bit of kindness goes a long way.